Greetings all, how are you all doing? I trust that it is well. To the saints I bid you shalom. I am dressed to go work out, but I need to take this moment to address Irfaan Ali and his obvious, usual, typical hypocrisy. Can you say whether you can see and hear clearly, please? This is a brief broadcast. I'm about to hit the road. So let me just address this man. And I say again, his typical hypocritical positions. Let me know whether you can see and hear clearly so that I can proceed. And thereafter, I shall be gone. It's clear? All right. So, because I'm going to work out this morning, I'm not going to wait. I don't ever wait for numbers to build and all the rest of it. I just say what I have to say. Those who capture the replay, good to see you all. Irfaan Ali went to the UN. I think it was last month. Irfaan Ali, Mohammed Irfaan Ali. His name is no doctor of anything. Irfaan Ali has not presented a thesis of any sort to merit him being considered doctor of anything. And even at the UN, they lie. And I accept whatever you call him because, of course, Ghana is insignificant in their eyes, apart from the wealth that we have in terms of resources. This man went to the UN and in his speech said that Guyana, because he speaks on behalf of Guyana now, condemns Russia and Russia should cease or end the war with Ukraine. That was what Irfaan Ali, who's paid to be president, said. He didn't hold back. He said it. Oh, he was definitive and most certain in what he had to say. That Guyana, you remember that? Is calling for Russia to end the war against Ukraine. Ali knows that the Ukraine's position, or US position, to have Ukraine join NATO would have put Russia in serious security issues because Ukraine is right there, it was a part of the USSR. And they wanted Ukraine, when the US and others promised that they would not add another country to NATO, they now wanted to add Ukraine. Ali didn't mention that. Ali wouldn't say one word about how unfair it is to Russia. But he stood there at the UN and he condemned Russia. Guyana was elected to serve on the UN Security Council, which covers also food security, but that's another story. Security is not just about whether you fight war or don't fight war. So they send the ignorant dunderheads chose to send a whole lot of soldiers to the UN because security in Guyana means you're just watching so nobody fights war. There's so many things in reference to Security Council that go beyond war. I just told you it even includes food security. This man, Irfaan Ali, said that he condemned Russia. What's this? On Saturday, Hamas, which, by the way, is just a group in the Palestinian area. Hamas is not Palestine. Ali, who is called this and a defender of democracy and all kind of things the US call him, and a guardian of democracy, one of the guardians, isn't condemning Hamas in the Gaza area for failing to hold an election since 2016, I think it is. They're democratic, but they refuse to hold an election. The people in the area said they want to be led by the Palestinian, I think it's Liberation, one of those groups. Hamas refuses to hold an election, and Irfaan Ali didn't condemn them. I'm going somewhere with this war, this terrorist act here. Ali couldn't condemn them. Are you all seeing and hearing clearly, please? Just let me know. On Saturday, this group launched a terror attack because Facebook is blocking my posts and they're limiting the views. So I can come live and talk to you all about this. They came in parachutes. They came on motorcycles. They came in vehicles. They descended even on a park where they were having a party, the Jewish people. And the Jews are, what you call Jews, they're fake. They're Ashkenazi. It doesn't give anybody right to what they're doing to them. They are not the true Hebrew people, but that's another story. These people descended on this concert and shot in cold blood 200 plus. That's less. Good. The PLO controls the West Bank, right? 200 plus people. They slaughtered over 1,000 Jews. Beheaded children. Watch this. And don't come my pay tell me what Israel did and Israel did. That's not the point. Irfaan Ali, the same man who stood last month, not 2 months ago, and said that Guyana condemns Russia for fighting Ukraine, has said absolutely nothing against a terrorist organization that beheaded. Now, this man has a son. Irfaan Ali has 2 sons. He has a baby. And Irfaan Ali, knowing that Hamas chopped children, babies' heads off, has said nothing. I came live today because there's a call from Gaza for jihad, because of course today is the day of prayer. There's a call for jihad, which is religious war, which is war. Ali today has not condemned Hamas for calling for all Muslims to join the fight, to kill people. Jihad is not to shake your hand and say, hello, you're a nice person. One Guyana Ali can't condemn Hamas. You know why? Because the Quran doesn't permit him to do so. The Quran speaks to, if your brother is doing wrong, you have to encourage your brother to do right. Do not condemn your brother. Chow Pao, you can come and speak to this, because you ain't talking either. CIOG, all y'all, come and talk and tell me that I'm wrong. It is haram, it is wrong for any Muslim to condemn a brother, a fellow Muslim. You can't condemn them. You have to, the instruction is that you have to encourage them to do right. He didn't say CARICOM issued a statement to condemn Russia. He stood on condemn Russia himself. But this time on his page, all you're seeing is CARICOM leaders are speaking. This man is a hypocrite. But let me deal with y'all church people before I go. Y'all would rather to have Irfaan Ali lead Guyana than to have someone who tells you that you're hypocrites yourselves. You don't want to be led by anybody else because you rather vote for a weak chicken named Norton than to elect those who are strong enough to stand for y'all. But I want the church to see in Guyana, because John Smith and y'all can't condemn this behavior yet, that Irfaan Ali sitting and being paid as president is acting in a religious manner. This is not diplomatic. This is not in any way political. His position is entirely religious. Because if he only condemns Hamas, all the Muslims in Guyana will turn against him, most of them. And he has got the support of the Muslim community in this country, because he's Muslim. So they can't condemn Ali. And you can't find them coming out to say, Irfaan Ali, what happened? This is hypocritical. How could you condemn Russia for fighting Ukraine, but you can't condemn Hamas for chopping children head off, babies, infants? As I said, I'm leaving you all. But I'm leaving you with the hope that you can consider, and your preachers, you preachers can be strong enough to condemn Ali for his hypocrisy. Guyana is not to be led by a Muslim or by a Christian or even by me, a saint, or by a Hindu. Guyana is led by a president. And that leader must not be duplicitous. You have to be honest and upright and straightforward. It's a public service position. The presidency of this country is not a religious position. It's a public service position. You are the highest paid public servant. You are the highest ranking public service official. That's what you are. You are a constitutional officer. You hypocrite. But don't forget what they said in 2020, that Muslims must vote for Ali because Ali is your brother. I don't forget things. I don't say much, but I don't forget. You encourage people to vote for this man, not for the PPP. You Muslims said, Ali is our brother. You said, remember that Irfaan Ali is your brother. That's what Muslims voted for PPP for. Now, your brother is supposed to be hypocritical? Huh? Is your brother supposed to be a hypocrite? As always, I promise you, Sancho Hali, I will call your name, you, Sheridan Murray, Gaspar, and Dario McClellan. You're from Linden. I'm going to call your name until you do the right thing, or until you get so mad that you can't take it anymore. And you must take the risk of go live and talk about me. Is this what your God told you to support, Sancho? Did Yahweh tell you, Sancho Hali, to support this foolishness and this hypocrisy? Huh? So Yahweh told you to support a party where a Muslim leader can lead you by Muslim principles, and he cannot condemn a terrorist. You have children. You're a mother. And your grandmother said, I would never forget what you said the first day when they gave you the mic to talk at PPP headquarters. Your grandmother said you got to be a Betty, and you got to go and find out for yourself. So you found out for yourself that Irfaan Ali is a blatant hypocrite. And you can't say anything? Huh? Gaspar? Dario McClellan, you quiet now. I guess they didn't give you any position, so you're silent. Murray, what happened? You didn't even make counselor, so you're quiet again. This is hypocritical. There is no way that I, as a Guyanese, I'm going to sit back and be quiet about this. If he could condemn Russia, he has to condemn Hamas. You know the problem, Irfaan? He wants to condemn Israel, but he can't, because if he condemns Israel, then the US will deal with his case. So he cannot condemn Israel. He wants to condemn Israel for bombing the hell out of Hamas, but he can't condemn Israel. If he only takes the risk of condemning Israel, the US will deal with Ali. You want to have a sanction? Because the US has announced that they support Israel. The UK has announced that they support Israel. France supports Israel. These countries support Israel. Irfaan Ali dare not open his mouth and say that he's against Israel. So what does he have to do? Shut up. That's what he does. Say nothing. He can't talk. I can talk. I can speak, and I can speak to your hypocrisy, because that's what it is. So on this day, Guyanese brothers and sisters, enemies and friends, George Tana, you're on my page. I will take a second to address you. Let's not forget that you were on Kadaki's page the other day condemning me and saying that I'm an opportunist and all the rest of it. Don't come on my page now trying to agree with what I'm saying. Get from here. I don't deal with double-tongued, fork-tongued people, and I don't want your support. Be a man. If you condemn me on Kadaki's page, condemn me over here. And your point that it's an ongoing war, but one side is called terrorists, the other side soldiers, that's not the point. The point is not who's called terrorists and who's called soldiers. The point is Irfaan Ali said that Russia is wrong for fighting Ukraine. Why is he saying nothing about the war in general? I'm not asking for your analysis. I'm speaking to Irfaan Ali's hypocrisy. Can you address that? Irfaan Ali could condemn at the UN Congress, at the conference held at the UN, he stood and to the whole world condemned Russia. Russia has never had any embargo against Guyana. Russia has never enslaved anybody in terms of African descendants. Russia has never colonized any African nation. Russia never colonized Guyana. There's no part of Guyana that has a Russian name. He condemned Russia, but he can't condemn Israel or Hamas. I'm telling you why he can't do it. So with that said, y'all have a good day. Do have a good day. I'm about to hit the road. And we'll talk. But don't forget that today, and even that Ali can condemn, there's a call for a worldwide war. There's a call for jihad, where Muslims from everywhere are supposed to gather to fight against Israel. Ali is not condemning a call for war. Do you all hear me? Ali is not condemning a call for jihad. I want you all to hear me. There is a call for Muslims to rise up and kill people. And Irfaan Ali is not condemning that call. You are led by a Muslim. You're not being led by a president. Because he's shown you that his position is religious, not constitutional. Let that marinate.